Alright, so this is a little accompanying video. This is based off the question, what's my highest placing in a tournament that wasn't just people from the Irish FGC? Now, I travel every year to at least one international tournament. And the one I go to usually is the World Game Cup in France. And that's the biggest, in general, it's the biggest tournament we have in Europe. We often get international players. In the year 2010, I went over. It was the year that Marvel had just been released a couple of weeks before, and they were having what was probably the first big Marvel tournament. Now, the game was so young that people only had a couple of weeks practice. Even the best players had only had a couple of weeks practice. So I'd entered the tournament months and months and months before the game was released. I just knew there was going to be a tournament, and I said, yeah, if I liked, I'll register, I'll play the game, whatever. But when Marvel came out itself, I wasn't overjoyed with it. I don't really like long combo games. So I said, feck it, you know what I'll do? I'll troll it. I'll troll the tournament. If I have one talent with fighting games, my talent is that I have an ability to immediately learn bullshit. I should be like the online warrior's god. I can figure out crap that will get you through the first couple of months instantly. It's why I played Guile at first in Street Fighter 4. It's like, oh look, this Sonic Boom is safe. Everyone's trying to punish it with ultras and they can't. So, like, I mean, this kind of ability is no use in the long run in a fighting game, but it's very handy to troll at the start. So I developed this absolutely atrocious team of Hulk, Skrull, Chun-Li. And the entire team was based around bullshit. Everything I did with Hulk was based around landing a armored heavy and doing a terrible combo after it. Everything I did with Skrull was basically either a teleport read or a crappy combo off his command throw. The only character I developed with any form of technology, and it was still terrible technology, was Chun-Li. And what I did with Chun-Li in X Factor is I abused her excellent air dash, her excellent speed, and her excellent tri-jump to create this constant pressure where people would be trying to defend against me and would not know what angle I was coming from. I didn't bother learning a combo, I used the dash as the first command for her lightning legs. So it was a pretty quick command, and basically I just go into a hyper from there. With X Factor level 3, I could take out an entire team with this bullshit Chun-Li pressure. I even invented a couple of, what did I say invented? They were pretty simple. A couple of mix-ups that you could do with Chun-Li on incoming characters. To this day, I don't know if anyone else ever used them, but like I had one or two. So unless you've seen one of the videos where I'm playing in Chun-Li, it's hard to explain where if you're not completely comfortable and 100% comfortable with Marvel, some of this crap will get you.
Back in
Here we go,
oh
Leo.
my god, that's obnoxious.
Oh,
That's
oh, dude.
obnoxious! Oh my god, that's a level 3.
And you'll be annoyed because it's terrible. It's properly terrible.
There we go. Oh.
Make shockwave.
Oh.
See, Speed's just gonna wait here.
Oh,
wow.
there's Magneto dead.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
three-
no.
three bars as well.
No,
He can kill.
no, no,
He can
no. No, please. Well, actually, no, I'm in favor of Doom. Go on, Doom. Kick your way to victory.
Speed-
Oh, my god! Level 3!
It's over.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, and Speedboat is destroyed.
Speedboat's out.
The warrior known as Speedboat is dead.
Wow.
We will mourn his loss forever. Oh, God. Speedboat, I feel so sorry for you.
And like I've no problem saying that. So I said, well, you know, F this game. I don't think it's a great game. And vanilla probably wasn't in the long run. Like I said, but I'll tell you what, I'll try and troll the tournament. I'll see how far I can get without putting any effort in whatsoever. there was people who took Marvel very seriously coming to this tournament. I was not one of them. I didn't care. I was there for Street Fighter. So the day rolls around of Marvel, and there's also a BlazBlue tournament on the same day. And there's an Irish guy there who speaks French, and he was playing in BlazBlue. And there was also a Street Fighter Teams event on that day. And it was an international team event. And we were one person short for the Street Fighter, but the organisers really wanted us to field an Irish team. So the BlazBlue guy, his name is Voa, says, yeah, sure, whatever, like, put me on as first. As long as I'm good to go play BlazBlue, I'm fine with that. And we're like, okay, that's all right. Like, thanks very much. As time wore on, it became obvious that the Street Fighter Teams event might infringe on BlazBlue, and we were saying to him, "Go on, we don't really care. Go on, like, you're not going to be the decider between whether we win or not. We'll play with 4 players." No, he hung around, and he went up first, and he got bodied as he should, which led to the hilarious event of this guy just losing on the main stage and then running off it. Gone. So we played our match, and he had to go into BlazBlue with absolutely no practice, and he didn't get out of pools, and he was very, very salty and very, very, very upset. Which, to be fair, like, and he kind of blamed us because he didn't have any time to practice and whatever. But it's salt. He got over it, and it was good. So we lost as well, and I wasn't too happy. But I went and I played Marvel later that day, and I wasn't actually ready for just how good my absolute bullshit worked. I had 3 flowcharts. I had a flowchart for each character. I had no second options. I had no alternatives. There was 8 people in my group. Of those 8 people, I would say 5 of them were just destroyed clean by the crap I was doing. Once Chun-Li came out, it was over. Some of them didn't even get to Chun-Li. I was doing Kara throws with Skrull and throwing them into the corner, and then using his hands to launch them, and then comboing them in the air. And, really simple, really, really grade A simple stuff was beating a lot of them. There was one guy who had loops with Magneto, and he was close, but I bet him clean. So I bet all of them, 7 people, 2 or 3, didn't drop a fight. Straight run. Shouldn't have happened. So I turn around to the guy who I was playing, and he had I turned around to the guy Voa, who was playing BlazBlue. He also played Marvel, and I believe he had Zayd from the UK in his group, who's a pretty good player, and he didn't qualify. And he was like, "What's your group like?" And I said, yeah, aced it, no problem." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was no problem. It was grand." He's like, "You're through?" Yeah, top 16, whatever, like, grand, no problem. He's just, what? He's going mental now. And then I point him over, and he says, "He's the best guy in my group, go and play him." And of course the Irish guy goes and beats him, and he's got, he can't believe it. Like, it's like I'm doing everything in my power to make this guy rage at this tournament. So then I'm thinking this is hilarious. It's like, I don't play this game. This is not my game. I don't play this game. What's going on? I've just aced my group. So then, like, I go back to the Irish lads, and we're all joking about it, laughing about it. And then they're like, all right, top 16. And they take us up to the second stage. And I get up, and I'm playing this guy in top 16, and I am expecting to be bodied free. I mean, it's one thing, jokering your way through a few group matches in a new game. People don't really understand the game. You're not expecting to do well. So I get to the top 16, and I'm kind of expecting to be bodied, and there's a few Irish people watching, and there's a few, my really good Irish friends are over playing in the ST tournament on the other side of the room, but they were aware I was in top 16, and they're over there going, thumbs up and everything, watching me go in, right? And I go and play this guy, and I can't remember who his first character was, but Hulk's armor was just beating him, and I decided, fuck it, raw tag. I brought in Skrull. I defeated his first character, and I will never forget, his second character was Ryu. And I read him 8 times straight with teleports. He was trying to zone from the far side of the screen, teleport on the far side of the screen. Did it twice more, bang, bang, hit him every time. Then he dashed forward, middle. Then he double dashed, and then I came over on the side and I started. And I killed him just with raw teleports. And then I bring Hulk back in, his final character comes in. The commentators are now starting to go, "Ugh!" every time I land a hard punch with Hulk, because I refuse to combo properly after. I launch him into the air, smack, 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 knock him back down. At this point, I'm not even aware Hulk has a follow-up. So, this is what happens. I eventually beat the guy to the groans of the watching crowd and the commentator, because all I'm doing is heavy punch with Hulk, command throw with Skull, and legs with Chun-Li into hyper. I'm just doing it over and over and over. And there is nothing worthwhile in my play, but I'm winning. So I'm thinking, this is hilarious. I've just got top 16 in an international tournament. Dominion was playing in this tournament, right? And I don't think I saw him in the top 16. I don't think he made it. I definitely wasn't in the top 8. So then I'm laughing to myself. Top 8. I just made top 8 in Marvel. I don't play Marvel. And they're like, and I go up to one of the guys, and I'm there like, yeah, so what's the deal with this Marvel? And he's there like, yeah, you're going to be playing tomorrow on the main stage streamed. And that's when I realized, oh shit, I'm playing Marvel. Now, I was supposed to have nothing to do that next day. I was planning to go out. And all of a sudden, I had to turn around to my friend who also played Hulk, the one who had been gradually getting more and more salty throughout the day. And I had to go, Voa, could you maybe teach me some Hulk tech? Because, yeah, I'm going to need that. And I'm getting worried because it was a joke, but now I'm going to embarrass Ireland. So, I spent the night actually practicing Marvel. I don't get much better. I get a bit better. I learn there's a follow-up once you knock them back down with Hulk. At least I can get a bit more damage that way. The commentators kept going Grand Pois every time I landed it, which became a small, tiny little meme back in Ireland between me and a couple of people about my French Hulk. So the next day rolls around, and I'm in top 8, and I'm sent onto the main stage, and I'm at the back on the main stage, and I'm saying to them, they're asking me, what is your name? And I'm like, I'm called Dr. Doom is what they call me. And where are you from? And I say, oh, announce me from Latveria. And they're like, what? Latveria? Dr. Doom is from Latveria. It's the country he's from. And they're just looking at me, and I'm like, Lirlande, Ireland. And your man wanders off to announce me. So I go out on stage, and it's one of these setups where you're not sitting next to the guy, you're sitting opposite him. So we sit down, we do our button checks and everything. And the game starts. And by the way, this footage is available on the internet. You can watch this match. It's terrible, but if you want to watch it, you can. And I start up my bullshit, and my bullshit kind of works. Now, this guy is properly good this time. You know, he's working, he's snapping me in, he's working out ways to beat me, not letting me do my thing. But I notice that every time, and I do it maybe 5 times in a match, because this is vanilla, this isn't ultimate, you have huge meter building this. Every time I get legs into hyper, I can see over the top of the screen that he's getting a little bit more annoyed. A little bit more annoyed. And if you know anything about me from Street Fighter, you know that I love frustrating the other player. So I'm doing it more and more and more. I'm going for legs into hyper all the fucking time. At one point, I see him go like this. And throw a little tizzy when I land legs on him. Because he knows what's coming and I land legs into hyper. So then, and unfortunately this moment was not caught in the camera, but the Irish guys in the crowd see it. Eventually, I land legs into hyper and I raise a little devil's horn and I make sure he sees it. One-handed comboing someone in Marvel. The 5 Irish people in the crowd were going nuts. Everyone else was going, oh, for God's sake, when's this going to end? But eventually, I do lose to the guy. He is a far superior player to me at Marvel, and he deserves to win. And after the match, we go and we shake hands. And he shakes my hand. And he leans into me and he says to me, quiet so other people can't hear it, "You are so. And you can tell he's looking for a word. English isn't his first language. He's searching for it. And he just goes, "You are so gay." Considering I don't play the game, that's the ultimate victory for me. So, a small coda to this was that I've gone to this tournament every year since. And that guy has always made top 8. So this guy is one of the best Marvel players in Europe. And I made him rage by hitting heavy over and over and over and over and over again. I think that might say something about Marvel. The thing is, I love a bit of wordplay. I really, really love a bit of wordplay. And Dominion was there and he was in this tournament. So, it's not a lie for me to say that I've played top 8 in an international tournament at Marvel, and I got further than Dominion could manage. Might not be completely truthful, but it's not a lie. So I think that's the story about how the first Irish person got top 8 in an international tournament.